Your weekly tarot for November 25th through December 1st. Thank you for tuning in and coming back to Rogue Mystic Divination. If you are new, please make sure that you like and subscribe the video. I do dailies, weeklies, and monthlies, so keep an eye out for that. And I do not have December up yet, but I will here soon, so. Aries, we are going to do a weekly, so you're going to get 7 cards, 1 for each day, 1 card wrapping up the week, and then at the end of that, you're going to have a 3-card pick a card as part of your reading. You can pick 3 questions, you can pick 1 question. They will be yes, no, and then I will expand upon that. If you would like a private reading, I do have the link down to my Ko-Fi shop. So please be sure to check that out if that is what you would like. And here we go. For the 25th, you have a message coming in, but it may be one that you do not want to hear on Monday. You are going to be able to accept it, though, as long as you read it, because it seems like you're going to be putting off reading it. Whenever you do, it is going to help you realign to something that you did not think you would be able to continue to deal with anymore. It will help you accept something, though, that there is a new path that you're on, and that, yes, something has ended. And it's just, doing that is just going to help solidify the path that you're on, and if you had any doubt about what it is that you're doing, this is going to help reinforce that you're on the right way. Even if you're not there yet, you're headed in the right direction. Starting the week off stable, Aries. And it is an Aries card, so you have another 4. You have something to celebrate. It is going to be a personal celebration. And there may be other people trying to join in on this with you, but it's going to be a small group of people. You're going to feel like you are coming home, even if you are going someplace that you have never been before. This could involve a union. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it could be in a partnership where the contracts are finalized and you're all celebrating about what it is that you are going to be working on. This is not a finalization. This is opening up to new opportunities and work, but it's all with the same common goal in mind. For Wednesday, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. If you've been in a position where you needed to kind of bend the knee and deal with what it is that other people wanted and desired out of life or out of a work situation, now is going to be the point where you can start working on your own goals. You need to start respecting yourself and telling other people no. They can deal with it themselves, and it may trigger the insecurity in somebody else, and do not be surprised if they start to show their jealousy. They could wish that they were in a position where they could tell people no, and in reality they just refuse to do so because they don't want to deal with the effect that may have on them in relation to other people. These could be people pleasers or people manipulators that like where they're at right now, and because of that they don't want to jeopardize it by standing up for themselves, which is not a position to be in, but if you want to stay there, that's up to you. And this does not feel like this is you, Aries. If this were, and if you feel a connection to this card right now, because this is an Aries card, you're not a roaring fire right now. You're not tooting your own horn. And you don't need to. Even if you're being quiet and keeping everything under your hat as to your successes and your accomplishments and your progress, other people are going to be able to tell that you have those things, that you've succeeded somewhere that they haven't, and that smoldering kind of energy that you have where you don't need their approval because you have your own. You approve of what you're doing. You approve of the successes that you've had. And you're not telling anybody about it because you don't care about their opinion. For Thursday, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. It is going to be very important that you keep your feelings under your hat on Thursday. Something's going to come in and you want to be excited about it and share this information with somebody else, but you won't be able to because of their insecurity. Yeah, all this insecurity coming out does not feel like it's insecurity for you. It feels like it's somebody else that's around you or a group of people that may have been doing whatever it is that you're doing for longer than you have, but you just come in and do it with no problem, no obstacles, or if you do have any problems, you deal with it yourself and you do not ask for anybody's help. They may have actually put you in this position to see if, almost like they wanted you to grovel for their help and beg for their assistance somehow. This is Thanksgiving week, so maybe that's what this is about. But it doesn't feel like you're codependent. It feels like this is somebody else that's trying to be codependent or that is with everyone around them. And they want you to be codependent too. And whenever you're not acquiescing to that, you just do it like it's nothing. They may end up trying to nitpick and have issues with that. And for Friday, the Knight of Wands. Somebody is coming in quick, but they are trying to send you and everyone else with you to the past. While this might be someone that's trying to reconnect and re-energize a relationship with nostalgia, and it almost seems like it's a ham-fisted attempt, attempt at trying to connect with things that don't matter to you anymore, and they probably never did. There's something that you're doing, though, Aries, that is making this person want to connect with you, and I would watch out for subtle comments that lead to what it is that they actually want from you, because they're not being upfront about it at all. They're trying to make it look like they're there for one reason, but that is going to quickly fade away once you're around them for more than another day, day and a half. It's not gonna, whatever facade it is that they have going on is not going to last. And for Saturday, you have been building these barriers for a while, and there is reason. You can see through the wall, you can see through the fence, but it's almost because you need to know who's trying to get back in and what it is that they're carrying with them. I really want to say just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you, and just because you're paranoid does not mean that they're not out to take something from you that you're not willing to give up. Just as you can see out the fence, they can see through it. And they can see that you may not be as serious about this boundary, or you do not want to erect it. But you're doing so because you almost want to appear as though you're putting up a boundary, that you really want to have a closer connection with them, and you're trying to do this to get attention. Hold fast in this boundary, however, do not let them any closer than it is that you're comfortable with. Some may just be trying to wear you down too, to get close enough to see what it is that you've been up to and see if they can take it from you. And with this Four of Wands up here on Tuesday, it seems like it may be pretty obvious that you've come into some kind of success and they want to see if they can jump in on that. Or just nip at it. Nip at it just here and there so that they can say that they never took anything from you big, but and Sunday. Yeah, and this goes with what I was about to say for this. So this could be someone coming in that's trying to either borrow money from you that's like $5, $10, $15, and they're trying to see where it is that you go to get your money from. They're trying to see how much it is that you really have. And that's where this financial loss comes in. Even if it doesn't happen right away, there does seem to be someone pocket watching you, seeing how you spend your money, seeing where you spend it, seeing where you keep your wallet, how you handle your money, where it is that you put it whenever you're not immediately taking from it. And something is going on that someone's watching you. Or not watching you, they're watching your money and seeing what it is that you do with it. They don't just want a piece, they want the pie, so beware of whatever might be coming in with this person. I'm not sure exactly who it is because they don't really feel like they're showing up. The Queen of Cups, if this is a person that's coming in on Thursday, it's someone on their own agenda and has nothing to do with this person on the weekend. At least not consciously. They do not know what this person over here is doing and why they're doing it. But you do have some kind of success this week, Aries. It may end up coming out of the blue, but in the same breath, I want to say you were expecting it to work out well for you. You're just kind of surprised it does whenever it does. There are other people that you're going to be dealing with. One very untrustworthy person. And somebody else who is miffed by the fact that you're succeeding or that everything's okay with you, and almost like they don't want you to have success. But then you have this other person coming in that's trying to be very friendly, very gregarious, very driving the conversation, driving the situation, and I would not get into a vehicle with this person. Card wrapping up the entire week is the Knight of Swords. So there is information coming in, and even though you're not getting it the way that you thought you would, and it's not necessarily going to be what you thought you were going to be getting, there is something coming in, and it may be a consequence for somebody else that you end up benefiting off of. The situation or these people, especially this one coming in for the weekend, does seem as though he is unfocused, impulsive, but they don't know what they're doing with themselves, and you will be able to figure out what's going on because everything is very, very thinly veiled, and you're still going to be able to predict what it is that they're coming for or trying to do. And now for your pick a card. Card 1, card 2, and card 3. And you can have 3 questions. 1 question doesn't matter. There will be a yes-no answer, and then me expanding upon that. So if you picked card 1, it is time to let go, and you do not have to hold on to anything that you don't want right now. That does include people. If someone is coming in and they're trying to use a previous relationship with you, but you have totally diverted from each other's paths, so you no longer have this connection with them. It's all nostalgia and previous interaction. There's nothing current between you and this person. They do not mean anything well for you, and it is time for you to let them go and maybe disconnect from this person. As disappointing as this is, because you had some previously good times, it is okay to grieve this loss as though it were a death, because they are not the person that you once knew. For card 2, you are going to have a wish fulfillment. Something is going to go your way, and you will be able to get more than what you thought out of it. This could be a moment that ends up turning your life around and allow you to commit to some things that you were unsure of, not because of what the situation was, but what it is that you're bringing to the table. Was it enough? Can you actually handle the responsibility of this connection? Something is going to end up turning around, and you are going to see your worth and what it is that you have to add to this, and that you are not just showing up with an empty cup or open hands to do nothing but receive. And card 3. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yes, someone put you in this position just to get what they wanted from you, and that was it. There's never any benefit for you that was going to come out of this connection. Anything that you've given to this connection is considered a loss. It's one of those, do not ever invest something that you can't afford to lose, and don't ever loan out money that you can't afford to never get back. It may be pretty obvious that this person is not going to be able to pay you back now or ever, even if they have the money. There'll be some other emergency that they are chasing after. But that is where I'm going to leave you this week, Aries. Thank you for tuning in. I do appreciate you guys showing up and watching the videos. So please be sure to like and subscribe, and I will do my best to put out more. And again, if you would like a personal reading, I have my link down below in the description. So your daily should already be out, and I do hope you guys come back. And thank you again.